Testing, testing, testing. All right. Can you guys hear me? You can hear me now? Can you see me? Can you guys hear me and see me? Yes? All right, well, this is a different way. I'm not actually using OBS Studio right now. I'm going to figure it out because then I can actually stream to every platform while I'm doing like the live stuff, like the hookups. But I'm actually doing Instagram from my desktop, which is really cool. I've been researching on how to do that. Apparently, a lot of people do this stuff. I just I'm new to it. I'm new to this stuff. So I'm tired of holding the phone in front of me when I'm trying to talk to you guys. I can see your comments right here. I don't think you guys can see your comments though, which, right? You can't see. Can you see comments? And screen behind me? What screen behind me? Let me know if you guys can actually see each other's comments too. That's what I'm curious about. I'm just trying to get this all set up. Jameson producer. So, all right, cool. You guys can hear me and you can see me, right? Okay. So making beats is part of my full-time business. I don't do just that. I do production, like full production, like custom beats, a lot of mixing and a lot of mastering. Pretty much anything that has to do with production, I do. And I'm pretty busy, so I kind of let them all balance each other out. So if I'm having like a really good month on one thing, that's awesome. But if I have a slow month with something, then I always have the other thing to to kind of compensate. So yeah. So I mean, I guess making music is my full-time gig, So, and it has been since 20 years now, man. I've been doing this for a long time, longer than most people, and still doing it and have no regrets, doing well, and that's it. All right, yeah, the guitar's behind me, my jukebox, you see that? That was a gift from one of my friends who is actually like one of the biggest music promoters in the US. I'm gonna put it on for a minute. Hold on. I'm wearing pajamas. All right. It's got lights. It's got lights. Still wearing my pajamas. Pajama pants. I don't wear pajamas because I'm not a child, but I'm wearing my comfy sleep, what I call my sleep pants. Let me see. Is this mic loud when I do this, or are you guys getting it from the actual computer? That's what I got to figure out too. All right, cool. Welcome, Nepal. What's up? Welcome. So yeah, like let's just have a fast little chat before I got to go back to mixing some stuff. I'm working on a bunch of different artists, indie artists, just mix projects. If anybody ever needs anything mixed, hit me up. I'm one of the best. I know I am. I love doing it, and I'm on the Sound Better top mix engineers page, and Sound Better is owned by Spotify, so I must be doing something right. So anyway, pajama rich. That's it. Mic on, bro. All right, cool. So let's just talk, man, real quick. Just like, so I'm not going to ignore anything, but we've had a pretty fucking shitty time in our history right now in the US, and it's sad, but I think that things are changing. I think that sometimes it really just takes horrible shit to happen for like that last straw to happen. They just disbanded the police in Minnesota, which is crazy to me, but I kind of get it. I understand, like we need to do something different. Let me see. Are you going to do an Afrobeat style beat? Oh, I have a lot of Afro beats and club style beats on my site. You got to go under the tropical category or under the EDM pop category. Really, like these days, styles are so blended that even when I upload them to my site, I don't really know what the exact category should be. So I put the same track in 3 different categories. So yeah, go to my site, Cruise Official. It's nice to meet you. Go to my site and yeah, you'll find them there. You'll find them there. I have everything laid out on a different page. So go to Tropical to find the Afrobeat stuff. There's like 3 or 4 things. There's there's like 3 or 4. No, there's more than that actually. And yo, Tay, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Did you get the free ones, or did you upgrade to the full 20 beat package? Because that's still there. If it expired for you, hit me up personally, and I'll give you a new link to try and grab that. It was a limited time thing, but yeah. So let me see. I'm reading all your comments, and yeah, guys. So look, whatever you need to learn, I'm here. I've been a little quiet just because I've been trying to catch up. I've been getting 3 to 4 song mix requests like daily, and then that with juggling everything else and the kids, and just 5 kids and 2 dogs and a dragon and a turtle, and then a wife. She's upstairs. So we're kind of busy and getting the place ready for the summer, so we can at least have somewhere to chill while we're in lockdown. Can you tell me what are bars? Okay, bars. Ready? Bars are this. When you're listening to American music, the timing is usually a 4/4 timing. 4 over 4, which means that for each bar, there is 4 quarter notes. And the quarter note is this. It divides the bar by 4 beats. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So every time you get to 4, you're now to a new bar. So we'll go like this. Ready? We'll start with bar 1. And then I'm going to say the bar number at the beginning of each one. So ready? This should be really easy. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. Bar 3, 2, 3, 4. Bar 4, 2, 3. That's it. That's how you count bars. So when you're listening to a rap song, or you listen to whatever song, and you hear the beat going dun, dun, or whatever, dun, you got to count 1, 2. It all depends on the tempo of the song. You got to go along with the tempo. So let me see if I could pull up something here. Maybe I could pull up something here and like let you hear. I'll just pull up a beat real quick and I'll count along with it. So maybe this will help you. Let me close this out. I had FL open in the background, but we don't need that right now. Okay, so maybe this will help you by listening to the beat and like understand that each beat's tempo, you have to count along with that. I'm going to grab one of my tracks. What do we have here? Projects, MaxxBeats files, beats 2020. All right, so we have, I'll just grab this like Eminem one that I just did. This is an easy one to count bars on. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. Bar 4, 2, 3, 4. 5, 2, 3, 4. That's it. That's counting bars. That's what a bar is. A bar in American music is usually 4 beats. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. So you keep that rhythm. So even if I go to a slower track, it's the same thing. So let me go to a slower track and show you real quick. All right. So I don't know. Let me just grab one of these. Anything really. That's fast. All right. That ain't gonna work. I got to see what we have here. All right. Let's go to this one. This is cool. Ready? Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3. Listen to the clap. 3, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. 5, 2, 3, 4. And that's it. That's how you count your bars. That's what bars are when they say like spitting bars or whatever, It's just saying throughout the song is composed of bars. So generally like a hook, a chorus would be typically 8 bars. If it's your song, you could do 16 bars, you could do 1,000 bars. It doesn't matter. It's your business. But generally when we're talking rap and American music, we're doing 8 bars on the hook. We're doing 12 to 16 bars, actually 8 to 16 bars in the verses, although the typical 16 bar verse, 8 bar hook. Sometimes you do a couple bars as an intro, 2 bars or 4 bars. It really is up to you and what you, let me see, if you turn your counting bars into a YouTube video, it's actually streaming live right now. So it's streaming live to YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, and Facebook. So it will be saved up there. So I could literally like title this as learn how to count bars and chop that up and call it a day. So that's why I wanted to learn how to do this. I wanted to learn how to stream to multiple platforms all at one time because I really wanted to spread a lot of this information. It's kind of why I've been quiet, because I've been a little frustrated, honestly. You know, when I was on like every day for a while, I just got frustrated. Everybody's out there putting information and I'm like, you know, I don't feel like competing with other people, and I don't feel like saying the same thing over and over again that everyone else is saying, because it just seems like I'm not adding anything new. So that's why I always tell you guys, if there's something that you're unsure of, just like DM me, say, hey, like, I really need to know how to do this. I want you to do a live stream about it so I can really get into it. And I'll jump on and be motivated to like teach more. I love teaching. I love teaching as much as I love, you know, making beats and making money. I love teaching stuff. Humag, what up, guys? Humag. Follow Rob. Rob Schwartz is one of my best friends in the whole world. Humag, he is a hip hop, actually he's an everything distribution company, but he distributes some very big artists. And if you guys want, tell him that I sent you, and he'll give you a discount. Tell him Mig from MaxxBeats sent you. He'll give you a discount. It's Sony Orchard Humag distribution. It's worldwide, over 1,000 outlets, and he also distributes and promotes music videos. So you're going to want to check him out. His company actually streams to Apple TV, the Roku. You'll get all your music videos on all these different platforms. So check him out, friend him, tell him you saw me talking about him in the stream. So there it is. Humag, Rob. There you go. Yeah, man. That's my boy. You try to catch every live I do? I didn't know that. See, I haven't been hearing from people. So I've been like, you know, I actually had a bad week mentally this week. I got to be completely honest. I'm like, nobody fucking cares about what I have to say anymore. I felt like I was off to a good start in 2019, and I got bummed recently. I feel like no one really, to me, gave a shit about what I was saying, but seeing you say that actually makes me feel like, wow. What up, Rob Mark? How you doing? And just so you guys know, and it's okay, you can call me Max. My son's name is Max. MaxxBeats was named after my son when he was born. My real name is Steve, but no one ever calls me by my first name. If they don't know me, they call me by my first name, and that's how I know if we're tight or not. People call me Mig, and you'd be like, well, your producer name is Mig, so why do the people that are tight with you call you that? It's a weird thing that I have, but I can tell who knows me and who is like finding my information from another place that doesn't have anything to do with like who I am. I don't know. Anyway, it don't matter. But what's up? How's everybody doing? Star Mecca, DJ Day Wilbrand. What's up? How you guys doing? How you guys holding up through all this crazy shit? That's what I want to know, because it's like this is historical. The world, the place we're in right now in history is historical. It's crazy. And it's unlike anything we've ever experienced. And so I want to let you guys know, you guys are part of like we're like a secret society as musicians. I love all you guys. You might say, well, you don't know me. I may not know you, but the fact that you love music the way I love music means we're like our own family. So fuck all the political shit that's going on out there, all this other stuff. Let's keep ourselves out of it. I made a mistake this week, man. I jumped on Facebook and I was commenting all kinds of shit, and I was eating at me, and then I got in arguments with people and they took things the wrong way. I'm just here to tell you that I fucking love human beings. I know a lot of them could be shitty, but I love human beings just in general. I love us. I think that we all deserve a better life. I think we all deserve a better planet. I think that everybody deserves to just fucking get up in the morning, be who they are, do what they want, and be left alone. And anybody else who doesn't agree with that, I think they should take those people and they should ship them off somewhere else. Maybe another planet. Now that Elon Musk just launched the fucking rocket to like the moon, send them. That's the first initiative. Take trillions of dollars. Take all the people that are fucking shit up for the rest of us good people and just send them. Just send them off. That's it. Send them off so the rest of us can like have a really nice utopia. Sometimes I'm like, I wish we could just go back like 1,000 years ago when people just were themselves and none of this technology and crazy shit. But at the same time, I love where we are as far as that goes because we get to do this. But I think you know what I'm saying. So anyway, music industry stuff. There's a lot of scams and shit going around. I want you guys to be very aware about certain things. Let's talk about something like this. Okay, so someone reaches out to you and tells you, and I get these emails all the time. Yo, I love your stuff. You know, we want to consider having you as part of whatever we're doing, blah, blah, blah. Here's all I'm going to say. If something seems like crazy out of the blue, out of the ordinary, it's usually fucking, I use one of your beats from Anno Domini as a bonus. Did you really? Was that like back in like December? And I appreciate that. Which beat is it? So was that like the one back in December, the pack they launched? I had a few in there. But don't fall for anybody's shit. And if you are ever confused if somebody hits you up, like, I wonder if this is a real situation or not, selfish, cool. Hit me up personally, okay? Selfish. When did you get that beat, Selfish? I'm just curious. Back in December? All right, cool. Yeah, I think I gave them like, there was like 4 or 5 on my tracks for what they were doing. We're like just all trying to help each other push forward and trying to help people get some diverse material. But if you guys ever have a question about anything, just hit me back. Just hit me up and be like, Mig, some dude just hit me up with this offer. I get hit up with shit all the time. And then the minute I start speaking facts to them, they disappear because I've been around way too long to be fooled. You can't fool me. You can't fool me when it comes to the music business at all. Like, I can't be fooled. There's nothing in the music business that I can be tricked by at this point because I grew up in it. Let's call it how it is. A lot of you guys are in your, like, I'm older. I've probably been a professional producer longer than some of you have been alive. And that's good. I used to like be like, oh shit, I'm getting fucking old. But the other part of me was like, wow, I got all the bullshit out of the way. And now I can like pay that knowledge forward. So like you guys at the very beginning, you know, people step me, I want to someone this and that. Do you know back then, in my early 20s, all the offers I got from other producers who wanted to sign me, I was a singer and I did production. I never once fell for any of the fucking deals. I never signed anything. I just was very, very, very adamant about like, okay, before I make a move like this, I know it sounds good, it's exciting, but what is this? This is the thing from day one that I used to ask myself. And I don't know why it's not asked more by people. What have they done in the past? And what are they doing now that makes them qualified to take me from where I'm at to where I want to be? And if the answer to those are nothing, then it is not a good situation for you who is struggling to find your way. Because I have a video on YouTube that talks about how I almost quit pursuing the music business. Had I quit at the time where I was like, I'm done, 3 days later, I would have never landed my first ginormous project. And I just held out through the tears. And boy, did I fucking cry all the time. I was so frustrated. I worked a full-time job. I did everything possible. I traveled for meetings. You know, I made demo cassette tapes back then and would go to places like FedEx Kinko's and like just glue my picture on the tape and like make an insert with all the credits of everybody involved. And I did everything. But the one thing I realized was that if someone can't work like that, like really guerrilla market me the way I can do it or the way I'm doing it, I'm not interested in their pretend like situation. I have a friend who or a colleague that signed to a deal a couple years ago that I begged him not to. We had a 2-hour FaceTime conversation about the agreement that I looked at. And I said, don't, please run the other way. And do you know, 6 months later, he had lawyers trying to get him out of this deal. So if that's not a testament to me saying, don't do it, don't fall for the bullshit, because it's a lot of crazy fucking scammy bullshit out there. A lot of times you got these people that are like, I'm going to help you do this and I'm going to help you do that. And you're like, okay, great. It's not great. Hold on, my mic fell. I'm going to tell you why it's not great. One thing I learned from letting people do things for me is that it takes away my control. And sometimes, just like a sport, you got to be on your toes. You got to be on your feet. You got to be ready at all times to make a move. You can't wait for someone to be in line with your thought process, someone to be a diehard go-getter as much as you are. And to this day, I don't know anybody who is for me. Like, I don't have anybody who has tried to help me or wanted to help me or wanted to be involved with me. And I think what happens is they realize how intense I am, and they're just like, yeah, I can't bullshit him. I can't match that. And I used to think like nobody wanted to help me or work with me, but it's actually quite the opposite. They feel, I think, a little bit intimidated by how on my game I am. And there's only a few people in this beat selling business that I'm friends with that I would consider to be like, we would be rivals if we weren't friends. It would be like that person's like, I gotta knock them off their horse. But yeah, there's a few guys that I really love talking to, and I consider good friends that are as intense as I am. One of them, Wishmaster, Gummy Beats is another. These guys are awesome, man. If you guys aren't friends with them or talk to them, you should definitely reach out to them, say what's up. They're good guys. I think they are amazing hustlers as far as like the energy that these guys have. That's the kind of energy I have. And they're good motivation too, man. Thinking about doing like a podcast or some kind of producer podcast, but and not to knock anybody else, but mine is going to be different. It's going to be different. You see how I am. This is what you get. You get me unedited, unfiltered. I'm not afraid to be myself. I'm not afraid to be a little embarrassing if that's what it is. If that's what the day is, and I come off a little loud or a little bit anxious or energetic, that's not a game. That's not a fake. That's not a facade. That's just me. Take it or leave it. That's just how I am, and I always have been that way. All right. I agree. Glad it happened because I showed me how people have hidden agendas exactly. Top 5 things that upcoming producers need to know. All right, here we go. Top 5 things. I'm going to make it up on the spot because I wasn't prepared to answer that, but here we go. Cool. Yeah, Gummy is a great guy, man. He's a good guy. Thank you. Yeah, Gabe and I, Gabe's awesome. I love Gabe. Wish, like I said, is my boy. Max is my son. No, I'm kidding. But we're good. No, you can always call me that because that's the name that I put out there for you guys. So I don't want to confuse you. But MaxxBeats is my brand. It's kind of like it's my production company, MaxxBeats. But it's people call me that, and I don't care. It doesn't bother me. But top 5 things. Let's get back to that. Let me think. So, all right. Number 1, honesty, and this goes for artists too. What I mean by this is this, and I don't want to hurt your feelings. If you suck, acknowledge that you suck. Let's start there, and I'll take a pause for a minute. Think about it. If you suck, acknowledge that you suck. You are not where you need to be yet, talent-wise, and you need to worry about that first. Not selling beats, not trying to charge people for something that really is a mediocre or subpar product. You have to worry about you first and your talent. So let's go with honesty first, because I tell that to artists too when they say, hey, think I got what it takes. I go, do you think you got it what it takes? And if I know the talent is there, then cool, and they agree, good. If I know the talent is way, way off, and they say, yeah, I think I'm the best thing ever, I'm like, well, then you're just being dishonest with yourself. And if you can't get past that first thing, then you shouldn't be going to the second thing. So honesty, if you're just starting out making beats and you think like you could do better at them, do better at that first before you start pushing them on people. So number 2, beat making as a business is not for everyone. Beat selling is not for everyone. Just like being a professional singer is not for everyone. So you're like, hey, well, they got a great voice. Why can't they be a professional singer? I'm like, there's plenty of great karaoke singers. I tell artists a lot of times, if you don't want to do the other things that goes along with being a good singer, like the hustle and the social media, and I get a lot of, well, I don't want to be on social media and I don't want to post videos and I don't want to talk on YouTube every day to people and build fan bases, then you should sing in the shower and you should be happy. You should be content with getting up and singing, whoever it is, Mariah Carey or whoever the hell you want to sing. That is okay. It is okay. You don't have to be a professional. You can get a job that you are happy with. I guarantee it. Everybody thinks that they want to be rich and famous. Everybody thinks that they want to have their dream job from a hobby that they had. But when it becomes a job, it's not what you imagined at first. So that was my number 2, is that you don't have to make this a money-making career. You can do this for fun. Fucking nothing wrong. People video game for fun, and there's people that they video game for a living. But I bet you more people video game for fun and are completely fine with that, right? They go to their job, they pay their bills, they don't have to struggle because they got a job and they're paying their bills. They don't have to worry about where the next thing comes from. As producers, we work every day to try to figure out where the next thing is coming from. So there is that struggle. So that's number 2. Number 3, let me think. It doesn't matter how good you are. You have to be good, but it doesn't matter how good you are in the grand scheme of things becoming a music producer. It matters about the relationships that you create, okay? And the marketing that you do. But the relationships that you create is severely underappreciated. You have to spend more time creating relationships with artists if you want to be a producer that makes a living, because artists are creative people. They're not corporate people, and you're not a corporate person either. So your product doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if it's on the shelves. You got to give somebody a reason of why your product should be purchased versus somebody else's product. Why should you buy my beats versus somebody else's? Well, let's try to find one really good positive. I love working with new artists. I'm always here to talk to them. I'm available. If they have a question about a track, if they want to buy something from me and they want it edited, hit me up and I'll edit it. Like, I'm here. Hey, I bought a purchase, didn't get my links yet. I'm on that shit. Email immediately from my phone, copy and paste whatever from BeatStars. Links, here you go. Must have got stuck in your email somewhere. That's number 3, is like, understand the power of relationships and being a music producer. Okay. Number 4, for me, is I don't chase placements. I don't chase them. I do what I do as best as I can do it, and I build relationships. If that relationship leads to an opportunity where, hey, I'm working with this artist, and you got any tracks for this artist? Because we're really good friends, and like, we built this great relationship, and like, I wanna help you out, and I think you got some stuff that could work for this artist. Hey, Commander, welcome from India. So, you now have tracks to give to this person, right? Once again, it goes back to the relationship thing. But I don't chase placements. I take that time instead of chasing those placements, and I build my YouTube channel and I build my beat business. What I have about 550 beats right now. I do this stuff that we're doing right now, which I'm building relationships with you guys, right? Because I love to. There's no other agenda why I'm on here right now, other than the fact that I like talking to you guys, and I love seeing the comments, and I love seeing the questions. And then number 5, let me think. Number five. It's not easy. It's not fucking easy. It's not going to happen for you because you bought FL Studio. It's not going to happen for you because you got a BeatStars account. I got guys I've collaborated on here who, didn't sell their first beat for 2 years. 2 years. That happens. But they kept doing it. That's how come 2 years was able to exist for them. They did it for 2 years. They were doing other things. I saw them posting YouTube videos. Regardless of anybody buying their shit, they were making beats and posting videos and posting cook-up videos and having a good time with the ride. So you have to have a good time with the ride, or you shouldn't be doing this, because this doesn't happen easily. Took me 8 years. 8 years from the time I decided to embark on a career in music. I was accepted to college. I went to Temple University for 1 year, and I went to Our local community college is my second year. I was kind of drifting away from school, going to like where I really thought I should be, which was just work for myself. And worked all kinds of jobs full time. So it wasn't easy, and it's not easy, and it's not. And being a producer can be either fun or it could be a business. You got to choose what you want. What advice would you like? Would I give to someone who doesn't even know about beat making? I think what you're asking me is, what advice would I give to someone who wants to get into beat making? Could that possibly be it? And if that is it, it is just experimentation and trial and play. You're going to start off in this just playing. You're going to spend a year, 2 years, 3 years just playing around. And if you're not going to spend that time, or you can't spend that time, because I've heard this before, then you're not interested in it. It's as simple as that. When you're interested in something, you're fucking interested in it. There's no like, oh, I have to sit down today and study how to use FL Studio. What? I picked up a full copy of FL Studio 2 months ago during the lockdown for the first time, and learned the fucking program straight through. I picked up Pro Tools for the first time, full version, Pro Tools 20, a month and a half ago. I have mixed 30 tracks for clients already in Pro Tools. Why? Because I love this stuff so much. There is nothing, you never have to tell me get up and work. You never have to tell me get up and learn. You never have to tell me get out there and make emails for your clients. And you don't have to tell me get out there and make a special. Get out there and go online and talk to the guys. No one has to tell me that, at least not anymore. There was a time where the talking thing online was like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that's gonna achieve or accomplish. Nobody wants to hear what I have to say. I was wrong. But everything else has been something that no one ever had to tell me. Beat King, you're obsessed. I'm obsessed. Okay? So like, my thing is like, I go online looking for deals on VSTs. By the way, I just bought Composer Cloud from East West. It was 60% off. I paid $199 for a year, typically $350. I have used them shits right there on a Discovery Channel, History Channel, Fox. I would do a lot of work for like TV music. So, it was well worth that. Then I bought FL Studio, bought Pro Tools. I bought a bunch of like native instruments, packs, just like keep myself interested. I keep excited like when I buy a new sound or get a new set of sounds. And even though I make my own stuff, yo, Robbie, thank you, brother. I appreciate that. You know that. I don't know if you could like these comments the same way no, you can't. I'm on desktop. Rob, I'm actually streaming from desktop right now. I'll show you how to do it later to like every platform. So this is awesome, man. I got guys here that are on TikTok, which Twitch. Wait, I'm sorry. My Twitch. People are on here from Twitch, right? People are on here from YouTube. People are on here from my Instagram. I learned how to do that. Once again, I took an interest in like, I need to get my messages out to more people. So this is how I do it. So Aaron Barr, what's up, brother? And yeah, I'm like a kid in the playground. So that's pretty much like my little crazy rant, because most of my stuff is like, they're like crazy rants. I know it. I get it, because I am like that. I am very spontaneous. Sometimes it's not good, but most of the time I think it's pretty good, because I'm able to get stuff that's passionate, that hits me. It's like, boom, let's talk about this, you know? So I think I'm on coffee number 4 in a minute. I did start working out again. I don't know if you guys know, but I was very big into martial arts and MMA and all kinds of things like that. Let me show you this. It's pretty cool. It's one of my favorite things. This is when I got my my black belt in Taekwondo, and that is an official certificate from Korea, from something called the Kukiwon. The Kukiwon is the official organization in Korea. Typically, if you don't have that from the Kukiwon, you are not really certified by them. You're not recognized by them. So I just started working out again. I have some weights at home. I'm considering buying like a complete home gym. I also did bodybuilding and things like that for years. So right now, that's another thing. I just want to get that back, to get my inside, outside, everything kind of going again. How did I get interested in music? Well, I was interested in music because music was interested in me being interested in music. So what I mean is that I don't know. It just was something from early on, from day one. I loved music for as long as I could possibly remember. I loved the piano when I was a kid. Um, yeah, I just loved it. I don't know. Nobody ever told me like, hey, you should try music. Like, it was an obsession from the time I was this big, and it's never left me. Not one day in my life have I gone since then without something related to music. Tang Sudo, it's the same thing, my bro. Tang Sudo and Taekwondo are the same thing. Taekwondo is more on the sports side, but I didn't study the sports side. I studied the traditional side. So I have that. I have a blue belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I just spoke to my jiu-jitsu instructor a few days ago. He invited me to start coming back and doing like private one-on-ones to get myself acclimated. I might do it. That was fun. How do I balance the time with music and family? I have a great, great wife. That's number one. I love you, Jess. You're the best. All right, so definitely this goes to say, like, have good people in your life. If you're going to pursue stuff like this, make sure the people that you have in your life are good people, because that is one thing you don't need are shitty people getting in the way of you doing everything. I think you guys saw a picture I posted on my Instagram yesterday of me just chilling. Okay, cool, Aaron. Of me just chilling in the pool with my daughter, with my youngest. So that's how you balance it. You just stop what you're doing and you take some time for them. That's it. I mean, that's really it. You take some time for them and you make it happen. You have to. I learned something when I was in Denmark. Back in the day, I traveled to Denmark a couple of times to write some songs for a then big pop group on Sony. And the one thing I learned from the Danish and the Swedish is that they treat everything as if it has its own place. These guys were big producers I was working with. And, they were like, all right, we're done for the day. It's 5 o'clock. 5 p.m., we worked from noon to 5 on the work that we were doing. And then we had dinner. And I'm like, that's it? They're like, yeah, we're going home to our families now. I'm like, interesting. And I'm thinking in my head, like, in the U.S., it was 24 hours a day. Like, music producer, we just grinded until we couldn't see straight anymore. That's the wrong thing to do. I'm going to tell you right now, your life will be so much better when you say, I'm going to pick these hours of the day to do what I do with the music thing, and then I should go and spend some time doing other things. Did I get certified online? Did I get for the Taekwondo? Yeah. No, 15 years of practicing. I finally got certified in 2007 with that. Let me see. So make sure they support you. Yes. Difference between hip hop, jazz, pop, R&B. What's the difference? I can't possibly answer that here. You'd have to just kind of like do a lot of research, but there's a lot of difference. First of all, the word pop for pop music just means popular. So whatever's going on right now and what's popular is pop music. That's a misconception that people have. They think that pop music is like a separate thing than everything else, but it's not. It's just whatever's popular. So if like Juice WRLD was popular last year, that was pop music. If Eminem was popular with one of his songs, regardless of the fact that it's hip hop, also it's still pop music. So a lot of times in my pop categories, you'll have a mixture of R&B, hip hop, dance, different things in my pop music categories for my beats, because it's really just a mixture of whatever's popular. At least now. Back in the day, there was a clear defining difference between R&B and pop, and but not anymore. So let me see. Facts. Cool. De Niro, what's up? Yeah, guys, listen. If you guys haven't followed me already, I know there's people on different platforms right here. Go and follow me on my Twitch. My Twitch is MaxxMobb. That's the Twitch. If you're on Twitch and you want to get me on Instagram, it's MaxxBeats, MaxxBeats. Same thing on Facebook. Same thing on YouTube. And really, like, Instagram is the best place to get me most of the time. This is where I reply most of the time. So that's the best. Rondo Materazzi. Did I say that right? Rondo Amaterasu. Yeah, is that right? It sounds good. All right. Yeah, I mean, I do a mentor. I already do a one-on-one mentorship. It's $60 for a session. It lasts about an hour, and I go on Zoom or Skype one-on-one. So that's kind of like my mentorship thing right now. And yeah, if you want that, you just go into my Instagram DM and just say, I want to do the mentorship, or you go into my bio and there's a link in there to get to that payment page to set up your session. So yeah, I do those. Time is money. I wish I could say I don't charge, but I do charge because time is money. If I'm not doing that, I should be working on something else because I have 5 kids to continue to support and a wife, and that's just the way life goes. That's another thing. Don't ever feel bad. Don't ever feel bad about charging for your beats. Don't ever let somebody make you feel bad. I see a lot of like nasty emails from people like, fuck this. Why should I pay for your shit? The same reason why you're going to want someone to pay for your finished song when it's out on Spotify and out on Apple Music. No difference. But the product that you need for that, I've already created, and you have to pay for that to now finish your song. So you can now put your content out there and charge people. So never feel bad for that. How did you make the first beat of your life? Okay, you ready for this? Let me shock you. That's probably 1992. I'm a liar. Let's go back further. That's probably 1990. I bought a, yep, you can do the math. I was a teenager, and I bought equipment, and I financed it, and I had this one keyboard made by Roland back then that had a drum machine built in, and then I had a tape deck, and like I would just make the music, and then I would tape it, and then I would sing into it together. And but my very first beats were remakes of other songs. You know how we're doing tight beats right now? I could have been great at that early on because I was already copying other songs that were out there. It's okay, man. In 1990, I think my wife was also like, let me think. She wasn't too far from you. She was elementary school. We laugh about that shit all the time. I'm like, wow, if we were in high school together, that would have been awesome. She's like, that's disgusting. I'm like, yeah, there's an age difference. So the first beat of my life was with a keyboard that had a drum machine built in. It did cost me about $4K at the time. It was badass. I financed it through, I think it was Sam Ash back then. And I still have it, actually. So that's how I made my first beats. 92, yep. I know, I look good for my age. If you took away this gray stuff and like I colored it, I literally look like I'm 27 again. It's crazy, 26. But I prefer to just be myself and be scruffy and be old and be able to teach you guys. I am self-managed, absolutely. I have an article. Go to here. I'm gonna put a link in here that will lead you to an article on my website that is all about the management situation and what I feel. Just give me a second. Let me get this link, okay? File, new tab. I'm going to grab this. It's from my blog. Give me 1 second, guys. All right. I get you this link about my belief on management. Give me 1 second. Not literally, because I would have been there, right? I'd be a liar. All right, blog. Let me go here. Music manager thing. Let me go here. There's an article that I wrote specifically to answer those questions. There's stuff on my site. Just go to the blog. I have a lot of stuff that I write and publish on there. Learn music publishing. Like there's all kinds of stuff that I've taught. How I made 30K in 24 hours from a beat. Like it's crazy shit. Like I could teach all kinds of stuff. But where is the music manager? Hold on. Almost there. I'm just scrolling through my own things here. Do you really need okay, here we go. Do you really need a music manager? Do you really need a music manager? Okay, so check it out. Right here, if that comes up as a link, cool. If not, then just go to the blog on my website. Hit the blog on my website, and then you'll see this link. What's a DAW you prefer strictly for beat making? I use Pro I would never use Pro Tools for beat making. Okay, good. It's honestly a toss up on whatever day of the week it is for me. I'm very like particular about the way I make them and what I use. So Ableton, Logic Pro, and FL. FL is my newest addition. I like it. Not in love with it. I like it. Ableton, fucking amazing, insanely fast to use, insanely easy to use, regardless of what people might say online. It is insanely easy to use. I have some videos on my YouTube about how I use it. And Logic Pro just leveled up again with their new beat sequencer. And their new sampler is just amazing. FL is awesome as well. So it just really depends, you know? So any of them, really. Really, like when you get a hold of one and you start using it, if you think like, wow, I'm doing really good with this, there's nothing that any other DAW is going to do for you than that. If Logic Pro was your thing, I started on Logic Pro in 1995 or 94. I was one of the first adopters of Logic Pro as a music producer in the business, and that's how I started my first YouTube channel and quickly got, hundreds of thousands of views. It was called the Mr. Mig Logic Pro channel. It's not anymore because I don't really do strictly Logic tutorials on the daily, so I kind of shifted gears so that it wouldn't be all about one thing. So pick a DAW that works for you, that you love. It doesn't really matter what it is. I'm going to tell you right now, it does not matter what it is. People will tell you once you start using this, you're going to make the best beats of your life. That's nonsense. Just use what you use, what you can move quickly through. Like I try to memorize the key commands of all the DAWs, and I do. And then I try to just move as quick as I can. So far, Logic to me is a no-brainer. Ableton is super easy, and that's it. FL is my newest, so obviously I'm not as good as probably some of you guys are at using it. So anyway, let me see. We've been on this for a while. I'm going to jump off. I got to get on to work now, okay? I got to make some clients happy today and get some new beats done. Use Pro Tools. Yeah, I mean, I'm using Pro Tools for mixing clients' projects. For me, it's working really well. I'm loving it. I didn't used to like it. I went back to it again and tried it, and I was like, I love this. I love the way it's working for me now. I'm separating everything I'm doing, but it's working. Yeah, Drew, listen, baby. Enjoy yourself. All you guys, enjoy yourself. I appreciate you. There's been so many people on here today, and that really, really excites me. It makes me want to do more of these things, and now that I have this set up the way I do, I'm going to do more of these, all right? I still have to try to figure out how to get the my DAW working with this too, but that's it. I'm always here for you guys, all right? Peace out, and have a great day. Stay safe, and hug your loved ones, and hugs from me to you, and let's just keep moving. Positive shit, you know what I'm saying?